I'm gonna tell you, Kyle Rittenhouse's parent is the same as this parent, but this parent is worse. Like, this parent is like that parent from that Netflix show where the parents let the neighbor sleep with the daughter and stuff like that.
It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. I'm back in the confessional, man. We right next to the wonderful 96 Camaro RS with that 3800 series motor in it. I tell you, that's that V6 from hell. Before we get into the video, let me start by saying this. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Come on, get those algorithms boosting. Drop me a comment. Shout your boy out. Tell me you like the video. Tell me you hate the video. Tell me you want to see more of some type of other video. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Leave me a comment. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and subscribe. This is the latest channel you're gonna never see today. I'm gonna just tell you, this is an all-around channel. This is my lifestyle. I do have a job, I have a business, and you know, I'm just a dope person. So I just like to vlog and I like to talk about business because business is what I do. I'm trying to elevate my wealth. I'm coming up in the world. I'm just, you know, sharing my knowledge with you guys and why I want to share some more knowledge with you guys today. You know, of course, I'm in the confessional, so I'm gonna be dropping some jewels. Yeah, so man, let me get started by saying, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna say this because I wanted to make sense, but I also don't want it to be contradicting because it does contradict itself, but it makes sense. I want you to plan for tomorrow, today, but live for today like there's no tomorrow. That does sound contradicting because you planning for tomorrow like there is a tomorrow, but you're living like there's no tomorrow. I'm not saying go ball out, go do reckless shit. I'm not saying do all that. I'm not saying do all that when I say live today like there's no tomorrow. What I'm saying is enjoy life. Sometimes things ain't gonna work out in your favor. Don't let somebody come and piss in your coffee early in the morning and it ruins your entire day. Some of our days start as soon as we open our eyes and we cut on our phone. When we cut on our phone, the first thing we see is probably social media, a text message, whether it's good morning, or you didn't get a text message from your man or woman, and now you feeling upset. So that first feeling in the morning got you upset, and now that changed the whole trajectory of your whole day. Find a better start to your day. If starting your day touching your phone ruins your day, do not touch your phone the next day. Like, I know I cannot stand a person that comes to work with a shitty attitude at 7 in the morning because they had a terrible night, a terrible morning, their baby daddy, they brought all their problems from home into work the next day. Like, I hate that type of person. Man, I can't stand them. To get me going in the morning, the first thing I listen to is Les Brown, Joel Osteen, Lynn Richardson, something uplifting, someone who's gonna put a positive thought in your brain at the beginning of your day, and that's gonna take trajectory of your day up. You don't want nobody that's gonna take your day down, because like I said, I hate a shitty morning person that come to work with yesterday's problem. I hate that shit. And when I say plan for tomorrow, today, that's because everything that you do from now on in the future, you have to start today because life is moving like this. Look for what's going on in your near future. Figure out what you want. If you can't figure it out today, work on it tomorrow and work on it an hour a day, 15 minutes a day. You gotta start. I'm gonna tell y'all how I started planning for what I'm doing right now. I started planning this shit 10 years ago. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, and I didn't let myself get discouraged by my failures or my shortcomings. I just kept going. When I talk about all the business teachings and learnings that I've learned over the years, I learned that a long time ago. When I got out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to be, and I didn't want to go to college because I was like, man, I couldn't even stay in school. So I need to find something that I can focus on And what I can focus on, I know I'm good at. Of course, I got into a lot of trouble that switched up my whole life. Like I said, I didn't go the straight path. I took a different route. So by me going to prison, all that going to school for accounting, I thought that was dead in the water. In my mind, when I got out of prison, nobody was hiring felons. It didn't matter what kind of education I had or educational level. Ain't nobody hiring felons. Or people was, just not the jobs I wanted. When I found out, when I got out of prison, I couldn't get a job nowhere. I couldn't get in a trade school at the time. They have certain amount of scholarships for people with felonies, man. I'm gonna be honest, like people say you have a felony, you can go do this and do that, man. Only if they have room and if they have scholarships available. So I was stuck on that. Then I went and got my CDL. You know what I mean? And while I got my CDL, I was also going to school. When I went to school, I learned marketing. The most important thing I learned in college that I still use today is economics. Economics is the most important today because how much money are you bringing in? How much is going out? What goods are good right now? Is this a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Like economics was the most important lesson that I had in college, and that helps me succeed today because of the business that I do. I had to figure out like what will be good in the long run financially. What can I get into that will work for what I need? And all that is economics. So you got to see what it is that you need to do. Like what type of lifestyle am I trying to achieve? How much money do I need to have and earn to achieve that lifestyle? And what will pay me to get that lifestyle? But more importantly, what do the people want that I can give to them? What can the consumers eat up that will pay all these bills, that will fund this lifestyle, that will do all that? If you can understand economics, you know what's about to happen after the Christmas shopping season. We're about to buy up everything. It's because people cannot buy the things that they want, so they're just gonna buy things. They're just gonna buy, shopping. So if you have anything for sale, this is the time to sell it because people are just buying because there's not enough new stuff out there for people to buy, so that everybody's regurgitating everything. So if you know economics, you will understand that. And that's why I said economics is the most important lesson that I learned in college. And that's prepared me to get to where I am today, because I follow the same principles. Like, listen to this. This is what I found out in economics, all right? And I don't give a damn. Y'all can hate me if you want to, but I used to buy hats from China and sell them here because I could buy hats from China for $2 and sell them here for $20. Who don't do that? You know, it depends. Sometimes I get them for about $4. But when I get a good amount of hats, I can get them for $2 a hat. And everybody's buying them. They look totally legit. And nobody really gives a damn that they knockoffs because they look just as real as the real thing. You know what I'm saying? But I had all type of flavors. But see, I was getting them from China. I could have got them from here, but they would have cost me $10,000 and I would have made $11,000. You know, I don't want that $1,000. So what I was doing, listen, I would buy 50 hats at a time. I started with 50. I grew it up to buying 200 hats, sometimes 300-400 hats at a time. I was like, okay, well, I'm buying these hats for $4. I need to sell them for at least double the amount of money just to break even. At least double the amount of money just to break even. Okay, so I gotta sell it for at least $10. I'm gonna just say 5, I gotta sell it for 10. This is where economics comes in. Okay, you're not gonna make any money by doubling your money. You have to triple it. If you triple your money, then you have a chance of making it back in the black in a year's time. Like, depending on what type of product and how much of product you're dealing with. You know, you could be in the black in no time, you know, or in a good amount of time, you know, not very long. Every day, I'm selling maybe 10 hats, 10 to 15 hats, and I'm having $300 on Saturday, $300 on Friday, $300 on Saturday. And then I still got a whole hell of a lot of hats left, and I already made my money back. And see, that's what I was saying. So now every hat that I got in there is profit. So that made me go out and sell more faster. Like I said, all this stuff is building up to where I am today. Like I learned that, then I learned some other shit. So Oklahoma City Thunder came to Oklahoma. Well, the Seattle Supersonics came to Oklahoma City, became the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder made it to the playoffs and they had Thunder Alley. So I was like, man, I'm finna buy a bunch of Thunder hats. I'm finna sell them out. So I bought 100 Thunder hats. And we went down to Thunder Alley and sold out, me and my cousin. The Oklahoma City Thunder people were selling hats for $25, $30, $40. My hats was $20. Then I would also be like, I got 2 for $30. Because even if I did 2 for $30, I'm losing $10. That's a lot of money. I'm at my breaking point for each hat. So that's cool that I make my breaking point for each hat. So I never had to worry about having all that stash. Man, I could sell those hats 5, 10. You know, I got a cousin, somebody come over, they need a hat, cause you know, everybody knew I had hats. So when it came down to it, hey man, what kind of hat you got? I was like, I got this one. All right, let me pull up on you. And they'll just pull up, buy a hat for like $10. I wouldn't charge them much. $10, they'll pull up and buy a hat. So that's all profit. It just went in my pocket because it was just sitting in my closet. You know what I'm saying? It's people that see me out there at the corner store selling the hats. You know what I'm saying? People come up there and cash their checks, buy a hat, buy a t-shirt. You know, it's live, man. I was out there. That kind of paved my way for a lot of stuff too. You know, after selling hats. I did that. That got me on my grind. Like I was actually out there putting in the work, meeting the people, talking to the people. Everybody knew me already, so it was cool. It was love. I was hitting all the barbershops, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't even have no hair, but you know what I'm saying? I had the hats. Then I ran into my partner at this barbershop called Jazzy's on the north side. If you go to Jazzy's, and you ever seen the hats up in there? Yeah, that was your boy. I was coming in there selling hats. So I was like, man, hey, can I leave some of these here for you on consignment? And I'll break you off a piece of the profit. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'll split it with you. You know what I'm saying? Not split, but I split the profits with you. You know, I got a rack. I lay some hats in there. What I did, I took the knowledge that I know from all the business classes. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get a receipt book. You know, I'll fill him out an invoice. I'll be like, I got every hat. I'll write down every hat that I have, okay? Tear it off, give it to him. All right, I'm leaving these hats with you. I got my copy, he got his. Then, you know, I'll come back next week, whether he done sold something, but if he sold something or not, we'll swap out the money or whatever. I'll write up a whole new list. I get the other ones, return. And man, do it all the time because it made it easy. I'm taking all this business knowledge that I learned from the streets, just going out and doing what I had to do as a man, going to school, learning, bumping my head, losing the bag, picking up the bag, you know what I'm saying? You know, I started from the bottom, you know, working jobs, bringing home $200 after taxes and child support, you know what I'm saying? To, you know, then having to work selling hats or working extra jobs. See, before I was doing all that just to live. You know, now I work extra jobs so I can have fun. I work extra at my regular job so I can have fun. All this extra work and shit, I'm making it pay off because I'm doing something. I kept doing something. See, if you keep working, you gonna get there. If you stop working, man, you ain't gonna get nowhere. You gonna be stuck in the past. But what I tell y'all about that school shooting, man, that fool, man, 15 years old, caught 4 bodies. The parents are pieces of shits, dog. This is why we telling you about people, man, and their parents. Like, I'm gonna tell you, Kyle Rittenhouse's parent is the same as this parent, but this parent is worse. Like, this parent is like that parent from that Netflix show where the parents let the neighbor sleep with the daughter and stuff like that. These parents bought the gun a few days before. These parents had a meeting with the school that day. Like, these parents are oblivious. That's why I was just saying, I was thinking to myself, and I said in my video, you could go back and watch and see, where I said, I talked to my parents, so my parents would know that if I was in some type of trouble, that I felt the need to hurt somebody, like they would know my demeanor. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how disillusioned these people are from seeing the pain in their son. Like they don't even understand that he's going through something. They don't even talk to him enough to know that. So if y'all don't talk to y'all's kids, I mean, that live with y'all at least, if y'all don't talk to them and understand what they got going on, because they could go and do some shit and you could save them, and probably and the parents bought them the damn gun. Like, man, how stupid are you, dog? Man, them parents should be fired. As hard as y'all went on Andrew Cuomo, y'all should be going in on these parents. Arrest the parents. I'm done. Hey, everyday people, man, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.